everybody. So the big news. We'll start with the big news first. In this clothing one. So some 2021 conventions have started to announce that they will be canceling due to the continuing COVID situation. But also we have issues with the big one here, Big Midwest Fur Fest, the December gathering, which is the largest furry convention in the world, has been canceled for 2020. And they've announced their dates for 2021, which is the first weekend of December that it usually is. But those are the big ones. So another big item I will note is that I will go through the list, but the biggest thing that you should be aware of is that basically every furry convention up until the point of October 29th is canceled. I will go through the list, but basically that's the whole gist of it. So basically the next video that I'm going to be making will be in September to go over if any of these fall conventions. So some of the ones that have been canceled are as follows: East, Furry Siesta, Furway, Anthro Weekend Utah, FurCan, Spokanthro, CabinCon, Powai, forgive me for any pronunciation mishaps, my dang Yankee tongue, Furry Oasis Party, Brazil Fur Fest, Canfurrence, Campfire Tales, Confertivia. This one is actually not canceled though. This one's postponed to November 2022. So in that fall video I talked about, I will let you know if Confertivia has made any changes. It was supposed to be in July 31st, but it's been postponed to November 20th. That'll be moved down. When after July 31st happens, we'll move that down on this list to there. Baltifur, Furtastic, Wild Prairie FurCon, Denver, Camp Tiny Paws, Furrydelphia, Eurofrance, Rusference. I think that means to say 2020 there, by the way. I'll fix that. Megaplex, Fursonicon, Camp Feral, Indie FurCon, Furry Panas. Is it Furry Pinas or Furry Panas? The Yankee tongue once again. Furry Pinas. Furry Pinas. Wash your mouth out. Memphis, Memphit, Fur Meat, Tails and Tornadoes, Furvana, Furry Migration, WA Washington Furry Frenzy, Wild North, HCon. Actually, that one is no, I lied. For HCon is the next one here. So September 30th. So I'll do a video sometime in early September. So HCon seems to be the next convention that seems to wanting to have a go at having a convention gathering on September 30th. Fernian is canceled for 2020. Aquatifur, Bewhiskered, Conferer, that's a new one that was recently given out today. Aquatifur also was a recent one that was given out today on the 30th. I'm recording this on July 17th. Pennsylvania, Anthropomorphics West is canceled for reality. Gold Leaves FurCon, Elmo City Furry Invasion, Infernity, PawCon, Biggest Little FurCon, Furcation, Floof has no. Okay, so here's where we're starting to get into. So Biggest Little FurCon is not canceled. So that one this is one of the first ones that's not canceled. So PawCon's canceled, Infernity's canceled, Biggest Little FurCon is not canceled, Furcation is canceled, Floof is no change currently. I may change the format of this to be 2020 not canceled and 2020 canceled, because at this point I think, as you can see when I'm looking at this formatting here, like a lot of these are canceled, and it's easy for me to just kind of read through it and assume that all these are canceled at this point. So to put emphasis on the ones that have not made announcements for cancellations, It might be wise for me to change the format of this so that the ones that don't have a change and still have plans and no announcements of continuing in 2020 should be in their own section at this point. I think that's probably the best way to go about doing it. So look for that update. The next time we get some more cancellations and updates coming in, I'll take a note to do that. Because it's like at this point, it's one of those things with technical writing. It's like it starts to bleed, right? Sort of a behind the scenes kind of a thing. No change for Anthem Northwest. Furry Summer Mexico is also one that still plans to go. So it was originally supposed to be in July, but they postponed it to the fall. Fur Camp Cordobés, forgive me if that's wrong, canceled due to their venue closing. Midwest Fur Fest is the one that's canceled. Furrum's canceled, and New Year's Fur Bowl is going to be virtual only. And we're going to start to use virtual only for any convention that starts to say that, yeah, we're going to do a virtual thing. Anthrocon sort of did one. It's kind of last minute. Like, I think that a lot of these conventions are starting to come to an understanding of doing virtual only things, so I think that that'll also be a useful list to have on this thing to break it up a little bit more, which ones we want to do virtual stuff with. Virtual only on that for First Squared. Past events, I won't go over the past events because you've already gone through the past. So, link to this thing in the description below. If you guys have any information on any convention spaces that are canceling or any information like that, feel free to leave them in the comment section, and we will update the list here on this article as it goes through. Certainly this is becoming a larger task than I originally thought it was going to be. I knew it was going to be a large task when we started it, which is why I always kind of had this concept of trying to be flexible with how it functions. But it'll evolve over time. So keep an eye on it, and we'll get through to the other side, hopefully, and hopefully I'll stay safe, keep wearing masks to kill this gosh dang virus so that we can start having our gatherings again, kill the damn COVID. Let's get through this, and I'll see you back on this cancellation list in September. We will do another video in September for an update, because at this point, the entire summer is done. Stick a fork in it. So, August is done, July is done, September is done mostly. So it's going to be late September before I put up another update video on this. So keep an eye out for that. We'll continue to do new coverage here. So thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you again next time. Thanks a lot, guys. Be safe out there.